Welcome back to the Playmakers here on 1140 The Bet, and you can just straight up smell it in the air. Not only is it a holiday weekend here in Las Vegas, but the WWE has invaded the city for Money in the Bank, and joining us now is Angelo Dawkins, one half of the Street Profits. You know, it's just a tag team that has won not only the NXT tag team titles, the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles, and at the MGM Grand Garden Arena this Saturday for Money in the Bank, they'll be taking on the Usos for the undisputed title. And as always, all guests are brought to us by BetQL. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download your BetQL app today or visit betql.com. Now that we got the intro out the way, Angelo, how you feeling, man?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. How about you?
Let's get into some sports because I know you're from Ohio, you're a big football dude, and I want to cover all these sports before we get into Money in the Bank. And you a Bengals fan, right?
Yes, sir.
Look, unfortunately, I'm a Browns fan. I want to congratulate y'all. I know we a rival, but it was cool to see a team that's gone through some tough times, just like my Browns, be able to get to the Super Bowl. But I just want to ask you, like, Joe Burrow's that dude. He's pretty much in the driver's seat for White Dude of the Year, right?
Oh, you already know, fam. Joe Shiesty, Joe Burke.
So you have Joe Burrow over, like, so we got what, Jack Harlow, Pete Davidson. I feel like JJ Redick because he's doing this thing on ESPN. Like Joe Burrow's still in that lead, right?
Yeah. He's got them by a landslide.
And I want to ask you real quick too, man. This whole thing going on in the NBA where like Draymond Green is going after Kendrick Perkins and Russell Westbrook and Skip Bayless are going after each other. Who do you think wins in a fight between Draymond and Kendrick?
Man, that's a tough one. You know what?
That's two heavyweights.
I'll go Kendrick Perkins on that one.
And yo, Skip, you know Skip, like, he gets down in the gym, like, religiously. You think he's got a shot against Westbrook?
No shot.
Yo, I'd love to actually see that as a tag team. And, yo, speaking of the NBA, I've seen you guys rocking the Street Profits Bulls jerseys last night on Monday Night Raw, the Heat Vice City jerseys. What's your favorite NBA jersey of all time and your favorite NBA player of all time?
Man, my favorite NBA player of all time is definitely LeBron James. My
Facts.
favorite NBA jersey of all time, however, that is a completely different story.
Are we going Sonics?
That's a tough question too, honestly. I'm such a big fan of like the retro '90s. I got to go with the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, is that because of the starter jacket or like the jersey though?
Both.
No, that's true. The starter jacket is probably top tier.
I got to give props to the Magic on that one. Now those were cold.
How about the Raptors? When the T-Rex was like
Raptors? Yeah, man. See, like the '90s for those teams were unreal. Like the swag for them, like that they had, it was lovely.
No, and I appreciate y'all bringing it back. With bringing it out. Now it's definitely a dope look. And, you know, speaking of last Monday night, obviously it was a big Monday Night Raw, John Cena's 20th anniversary. With everything going on with my kids, sometimes I'm not able to watch every week live. This was one of those weeks that I for sure tuned in. And, of course, one of the bigger smiles that I had was the moment you guys had backstage with John. Just talk to me. Were you able to talk to him off camera? And, like, what did that moment mean to you?
Yeah. We got to talk to John for a little bit off camera, and he just gave us words of encouragement. He was like, he's big fans of both of us, keep doing what we do. And it was like giving us advice on how to like keep evolving and improving ourselves and make sure we never get comfortable and just being in the spot that we're in, even though we're in a pretty good spot, and just wanting more, keep improving, don't stop. The work gets harder as time goes on, and you keep getting like more and more responsibilities, and we want those responsibilities. And like he was just telling us that.
No, and that's dope. And like honestly, it's been cool because like for a minute, you know, you guys are at the forefront of a lot of this and being like the faces of the WWE and having those moments, obviously with John Cena or even WrestleMania this past year in Dallas where it was full capacity and sold out. And you guys are on the road, like people just think, it's Monday and it's Friday, and then maybe there's a pay-per-view. Like, nah, you guys are on the road 4 or 5 days. You're doing media. I know you're about to go meet the fans here coming up. Have you guys had a moment to kind of smell the roses?
Not really, which I'm cool with because I don't even want to smell the roses. That means if I smell the roses, that means I might get a little too comfortable. I don't want to smell them. I just want to keep going.
Yo, shout out to Mike Tomlin. We can't get comfortable.
Yeah.
We really can't. And so Money in the Bank, you guys are going to be taking on the Usos for the tag team titles. As far as I know, no ladders will be involved, but of course, the Money in the Bank matches will. And I want to take you back to 2019 NXT TakeOver when you guys won those tag team titles in a 4-way ladder match. And this has always kind of fascinated me. But just like going into a match like that, knowing that there's going to be, you might be climbing heights, might have to jump off some things from very tall places. There's going to be some pain and violence is going to occur. Like, what's your mindset going into matches like that?
Don't think.
Just do, right?
Yep, don't think, just do. Hey, my offensive line coach once told me, kiss. What does kiss mean? As I looked at him crazy for even saying that word to me. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's what I did. Keep it simple, stupid. When we get those matches, keep it simple, stupid.
Nah, I love that. And, doing my research, getting prepared for this, one of the things I appreciated, you talked a lot about, just having patience because obviously, there's a lot of people in the company and, sometimes you just gotta you gotta wait, but at the same time, be ready. When you get called on to get that first down, you got to come in and do your thing. And going through this 10-year journey, because like you joined the company in 2012, correct?
Yep.
And a lot of coaches, a lot of legends, Triple H, HBK. We just talked about you talking with John Cena. Who's someone that sticks out? Whether something that they told you personally or just seeing how they carry themselves, whether it's in the ring or how they handle fans or the schedule or anything like that. Does anyone really stick out to you?
A bunch of people actually stick out. So when I first got hired, we had a house show in Punta Gorda for NXT, and Booker T was there. That was the first time I ever met Booker T. And I was like, hey, I'm in completely new territory. I'm coming straight out of college, played sports in college. Like, you have any advice for me? He was like, yeah, detox everything that you learned from sports because none of that's going to apply to here.
Right.
And so, he was right. I mean, I had to pretty much did everything that he said there. But then you got guys like Xavier Woods, who kind of took me under his wing in a way. While there, Big E, Goat E is what I call him. Big E took me under his wing. The Usos, when they were cool.
Right, facts.
Yeah, before they got on this bloodline, you know what I'm saying? Fall in line under Roman's control. There was a point in time they were around giving us advice. Got to give a shout out to the coaches, definitely. Coach Norman Smiley, Coach Matt Bloom, Coach Terry Taylor, Coach Robbie Brookside, Scotty Too Hottie, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, all those guys. They had a hand in me for basically the way that I am now. That it's all a whole molding from all those coaches that helped me and believed in me enough to just show me the way.
No, I feel you on that. And you just named a whole bunch of legends. And Money in the Bank is going to be this Saturday. Kicks off 4 p.m. on Peacock. You can still get your tickets through Ticketmaster. It's going down at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And you talk about Booker T, telling you the detox and everything you did in college is going to be completely flipped. I want to ask you, big news came out yesterday. Valerie Loureda signed with the WWE, becoming the first Cuban-American woman to sign with the company. And obviously she's coming from the world of MMA. And I know, you got some football, amateur wrestling and everything, and trying to make that transition into the WWE. If you had anything you'd say to her in kind of words of advice, what would that be?
Honestly, just be patient. Take your time. Don't try to force anything. I know, like, it's a little different now than when I was there, obviously, but, like, just being open, like, have your mind open. Be an open mind. Listen and just soak in all the knowledge as you can and just apply it into the ring, and it'll guide you.
When you say 2012, so you were at the NXT building that was, like, in Tampa at Del Mabry, right?
Yep.
Yeah, by the Sam's Club?
Yeah.
Oh, that is lit. No, I went to school down there. Now, I used to work at West Shore Mall. I used to freak out because, you know, everyone would live in Tampa. They'd come in the mall. I'd work at Lids. I'd see Kofi Kingston pass by, and I have to act like I'm all cool and it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, it used to be crazy, like going to Walmart and being like, oh, that's Sheamus. Wow, what's popping?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not expecting this, bro. I'm just trying to get my little Totinos for $1, trying to make it through. One thing I want to ask you with the Street Profits is, like, so on this show, The Playmakers, I come from music radio. This is my first time getting to do sports talk. And my co-host isn't here to do this interview, though. But we were 6-7 months in, and I'm finally feeling like these past 2 months we're starting to feel our groove. And when it comes to you and Montez, is there a specific match or a moment? I know you guys were homies before, like it became official, and you guys were a tag team where you were like, okay, this chemistry is there, and like this is something. Like this is something that we can build on and take this and take it to the WWE and doing what you guys are doing now.
So I'll say the moment was TakeOver Phoenix. It was the Royal Rumble in 2019, I believe. We had a match against the Forgotten Sons for NXT TV before NXT TakeOver started, and like that was like the oh snap moment. Like, hey, are we about to be a problem, dog?
I love the energy.
That was definitely the moment, I think.
And talk me through, like, okay, so you guys became the tag team became official in 2017, right?
Yep.
So we talking about a 2-year gap, like between you and Montez. Like, what was there? Like, to be honest, was there ever frustrations or like, damn man, like we could have been on this, that, and the third, or like, what was the energy in terms of like 2 years is a long time to persevere and go through with that. And I know you preach patience, but was there times of frustration?
I'll be lying if I said there wasn't. There was a little bit, but it was just one of those things. Like we both had to sit down and be like, all right, why weren't we on the show? And even though, yes, he didn't start until 2015, I believe. I didn't start until 2012. There was a lot of people at NXT that have been wrestling double-digit years while we were like in middle school.
Yeah, straight up. That's facts.
They've been around the world and all that stuff. So it was just like a mental thing for us. Like, all right, like, why aren't we, like, maybe they don't feel like we're ready. I mean, we only been wrestling, I've been wrestling at that time, I'll say, like, 5-6 years? Hell, 3 years.
Right.
So, like, and the furthest we've really ever gone was, I don't know, California maybe. Like, we got dudes that's been around the world, like Japan, England, the UK, like everywhere, Australia, like just been traveling around the world finding themselves. And so when they got to NXT, they were already made. We were still finding ourselves in a way, like, even though we were cool, we already knew each other and we goof around a lot. It was just like, yo, how can we make this translate into the ring? How can we make this translate when we cut promos? And it was just, once we got to that, it was like, oh, now we're clicking.
Hey, and before we get you out of here, and I appreciate the time, 2 more questions. Bianca, she went to social media and kind of told the story, and so now I feel comfortable because now it's in the public and it isn't a secret. And what happened after Raw with like a fan following her, And were you the Street Profits in the car? Have you guys had a similar incident? Is there like something you want to say to the fans? Because sometimes people get excited. You guys are heroes, damn near superheroes to people. But at the same time, like, you can't be bugging and follow. Like, that's not acceptable anywhere.
Yeah. We were in the car.
You're not the one in trouble, dog. You made it sound like, we was involved.
No. We were in the car. But nah, man, like, it's just like we were at a red light. You just got to be careful, man. Like, you don't know how people in traffic can be.
It's like midnight, right?
Run up to the car, especially like late at night too. Like,
yeah, it was like midnight, right?
We had already been on the road for a couple minutes too. It wasn't even like 5 minutes. It wasn't even 3. It was like 25, 30 minutes. So like we were already like on the road. So like it was like, yo, did they just follow us all the way out here just to do that? And this is like, just creates a not safe moment for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You try to get out the car, run up to the car, and the light turns green, and you holding up traffic in the back of you, and like there's other lanes coming, so they probably ain't gonna stop. So like you're also putting yourself at risk. So like I just advise, like, hey, look, be careful. Like if you see us on public when there's not oncoming traffic or like we're not busy, just please be respectful. We want to, like, you know what I'm saying? We like it when fans come up to us and want to take pictures and want to get our autographs and stuff. Like, that's cool. But we just also, like, want people to be safe and not put their life in danger while trying to accomplish that.
Yeah, no, and look, I'm not saying you're going to say this, but I'm going to say this. And if you're eating, if you see a wrestler, I don't care who, celebrity, we live in Vegas. It happens. There's a lot of people that come in and out. But if they eating, though, come on, bro, have some respect, dog. Let them finish their meal. And if they look, you got to be chill, man. That's all I got to say to people. But before we get you out of here, I told you before we started the interview, I'm from Cleveland, you from Cincinnati. Some of our pro teams we disagree with, and there's rivalries. But when it comes to the collegiate ranks, and I wish my co-host Lindsey Brown was here because she actually played on the women's hockey team for Ohio State for a short time period. But, yeah, no, we Buckeyes over here in Vegas. But before we get you out of here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, before I get you out of here, though, can you please talk to the people that saw Michigan beat Ohio State and that they're faithful to Michigan, that are kind of gassed up over 1 year? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just 1 year. Mm-hmm. This ain't a broken clock be right twice a day, right? This ain't right. We back to our regularly scheduled programming this upcoming season, correct?
Yes. So, Team Up North fans, I want you to hear me and hear me good. You know, you experienced something that you haven't experienced in a while. You beat the Ohio State Buckeyes. And granted, that was y'all day. Everything perfect that could have happened, happened. It snowed. It was cold. The crowd was unreal. Some of the Ohio State players weren't feeling too good. Hey, we just didn't have a good day that day.
Talk about it.
But nonetheless, y'all did y'all thing that game. Now, here's what I need you to understand. Go ahead, watch the tape back, watch it over and over again. Like my homie said, a dead clock is right twice a day. Y'all just happen to be right twice in a decade.
I'm giving you this.
Rewind that for y'all.
I'm going to give you this again. Say that one more time.
Finally saw y'all team do something that they have not done since dinosaurs were alive. Since Harvard and Yale were powerhouses in the college football world and not an Ivy League school. So it's okay. Enjoy it because now, hey, watch. I guarantee it. I'm willing to guarantee it right now. Ryan Day is going to call a masterful game. Put up 100 points. Put up 100 points on that Team Up North, because you know they owed a nice little beat down in the shoe after, you know what I'm saying, 2020 was a little crazy year, you know what I'm saying?
So you saying the Buckeyes?
They, you know what I'm saying, had a losing record and they didn't want to go to Columbus, but that's neither here nor there. But look, Team Up North fans, enjoy it. Enjoy. I want you to enjoy it. I want y'all to come in confident. I want y'all to come in bashful, chest all out, got bass in your voice, because once this game is over, all that helium is going to be sucked out. Y'all just going to look lost.
Preach.
Hopeless.
Preach.
Like, why? I thought it was over. No, it wasn't over. It wasn't over. Y'all just had a little dream. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just had a little dream. All right? Y'all dreamed that happened last year. Now it's back to your regularly scheduled program and being a nightmare, because it's OHIO. Buckeyes are up. Team Up North is down because the Buckeyes want the smoke.
That's what I'm talking about. And also, Usos, that message applies to y'all too this Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yo, I feel like we just left church or something happened. This was a moment.
Hey, man.
You
know, sometimes it get like that.
No, it really do. And, Angelo, I appreciate you, and you from Ohio. That's why I'm not even going to ask you about the Lakers and what the hell they doing this offseason. You know what I'm saying? I respect you that much.
Yeah,
I respect you that much. We ain't even going to talk about it. Look, Russell Westbrook, I'm never going to get mad to see someone get paid. Get your money. Angelo Dawkins joining us. Be sure to follow him on Twitter at Angelo Dawkins. He is one half of the Street Profits. They're going to be taking on the Usos for the undisputed tag team titles. It's Saturday, MGM Grand Garden Arena, July 4th weekend. Some tickets still available at Ticketmaster. You know you can watch it on Peacock. You need to be in the building. I'll be there. You'll be there. Before we get you out of here, any final words for the people here in Las Vegas?
Vegas, go ahead. Push all your chips in. Bet on profits.
Oh, smooth. Angelo, I appreciate you, dog. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.